If I list on eBay golf cleats or soccer cleats $100 and up, do I pay eBay fees? Now, you only pay eBay fees if you list it under the sporting goods section and list it as cleats, or if it's listed as cleats, then you'll definitely be paying fees. If you list it as athletic shoes, you would only pay that 30-cent fee. Now, there's always a caveat to that. If you sell the shoes internationally, they'll charge you that 30 cents fee, but I think it's like a $10 international. It's a certain percentage. I just sold some shoes internationally and I still received a fee, and it said just international fee. So there's always a caveat to some of these things, but you don't necessarily have to sell internationally. You don't have to use the global shipping program. You could just ship domestically and you'll be just fine and save money on fees. See, I keep selling cleats above $100 in athletic shoes and they still charge me fees. It's weird. So if that's the case, you just got to reach out to them and let them know what's going on. And hopefully you are listing those shoes as athletic shoes and not cleats, because I know for me, I would sometimes list an item as, I would click sell similar. So whatever the seller previously did and however they listed it, I'll basically get that same format. So sometimes I'll do that and I'll have to go back into the listing and just make sure that I change that before the listing goes live. And even if it does go live, to be safe, instead of like editing it, I would just take the listing down and then relist it with any changes that I made. Same thing goes with promoted listings. If you have an item that's listed as using promoted listings, and then 2 or 3 days go by and then you take promoted listings off, that item is still going to be under eBay's promoted listings, and they're still going to charge you if it's sold via the promoted listing. So it's the same type of mindset that I try to keep when I'm listing items on there. If I make a change, like a big change, I'll just take the listing down, relist it, and include the changes that way. That way I know for a fact that that way I know for a fact that it's going to get a brand new eBay number. So it's going to get a slight boost in search because it's going to say new listing on top of the search. That way people can kind of see that this is a new item being listed. It's kind of fresh, it's kind of new. And sometimes it helps. Sometimes it works, because for me, lately I haven't been going to source as often as I used to. I tell you guys all the time, you see I'm wearing the consistency tees right now. I go sourcing consistently. I would literally go every single day. But I realized that after a while, especially now, I'm trying to be more aware of the expenditures that's going in and out of the accounts, mainly because, we're trying to, save up for this house and we're in the process of it now. So got to be cash heavy, got to be smart. So sourcing has taken a back seat for me. But at the same time, I'm still making consistent sales because I'm constantly involved in my eBay store, editing items, paying attention to when it ends. And, that way eBay's just not going to relist it with the same eBay number. I'd rather just take that listing down, relist it with a brand new, relist it with click sell similar and give it a brand new list eBay number. And you have to use sell similar. You can't use relist because it's going to be the same eBay number. And once you do that, you'll be good to go. Now, my biggest issue with eBay is when a buyer purchases an item and they don't pay. eBay needs to protect the sellers with that. I always lose money with canceling those orders. So that's the thing. That's why I stopped accepting offers on items. For me, just about 95% of my store now is buy now. And it involves it. You need to be more active within your store. You have to stay on top of it, whether you need to adjust your price with, sometimes comps change. So you might need to adjust your price. But ever since I stopped accepting offers, I don't run into that problem anymore. So that's something you might want to consider. I don't think eBay is going to change that anytime soon. That's been a constant issue that we've all been discussing for years at this point, but I don't think eBay is going to change that. So for me, I decided let me try to take control of it and switch it up the best way that I can. And since then, it's been about maybe a year since I've shifted from the best offer model, and I've been really, really good. I have no complaints whatsoever.